So are we doing the intro yet?
Yeah, Obama, what are we doing?
Calm down, boys. I'm just setting up the screen share. That way we can all comfortably decide on these things together.
Jesus Christ, mofo, I don't have all day. Hurry it up, will you slow sack of
Donnie,
shit?
calm your titties. Stop being a child. You took like 50 years to even set up your mic last time. So don't start getting on our dicks about wasting time.
Hey, shut the fuck up, you overgrown fish. The reason my mic even broke down in the first place was because you borrowed it because your own hardware sucks donkey dick.
Yeah, whatever, you sentient, pus-filled cavity. Talk to me when you can run more games than just Minesweeper on your Windows 95 machine from 1860.
Windows wasn't even around back in 1860, you illiterate goon.
Boys,
Sure
please.
it was. It was right next to those revolutionary airports, huh, Trumpo?
Fuck's sakes, shut the fuck up, the both of you. Why is it that whenever we do one of these things, you two incoherent pricks bicker like an old married couple?
He started it.
Anyway, we're doing the Harry Potter PC games today, so buckle up, wizards and witches, because we're going on an adventure.
Cringe.
Yeah, yikes. What the fuck is that intro, Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Wrong series. Okay, so I suggest we go chronologically since we're not imbeciles who do things randomly.
Well, some of us aren't at least.
Shut up, you decaying corpse.
Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, I guess, if you're from the worst country. This game's pretty good. I feel it hasn't aged all that well. The pacing and gameplay is a bit out there, but it still holds a special place in my heart. It introduces the game series in a very nice way, establishing much of the gameplay elements that at least the first few games would have, and has some pretty good levels overall, despite the graphics looking a little passé.
Oh, bummer, you brain-fisted Neanderthal. What the fuck are you talking about? The graphics are exactly the same as in the game after?
Yeah, Trump has a point there. If you compare the graphics from Philosopher's Stone to Chamber of Secrets, there's not been much in terms of notable improvements.
It's Sorcerer's
And also,
Stone.
while I agree with your point that some of it has aged a bit poorly, I don't think we should hold it against the game that much, since this is a video game adaptation of another media IP, and those aren't always great. For what it is, it was
All right,
good
Brandon
at the time.
Joestar, now I don't even know what you're talking about either. Are you on crack? Star Wars games are fucking awesome. And the Witcher games, which are absolute masterpieces, are based on a literal Polish book series.
Don't pretend like you can read Donald or even know where Poland is.
And the Witcher games are overrated garbage.
Shut up, Joe. Anyway, yeah, apart from the drug-induced verbal diarrhea that Joe Rubbershoe over here spouted at the end, I agree with him. The fact the graphics in Philosopher's Stone are not great is totally fine.
It's Sorcerer's Stone.
Shut the fuck up about the name of it. Nobody cares.
L-take.
I also think it's satisfying as fuck to lob bombs at that little prick Malfoy's face, so that gives this game bonus points in my book.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you like that, you stochastic terrorist.
Go fuck yourself, Antifa sympathizer.
Boys, no need for that. For what it's worth, Joe, I agree with Donnie here. Seeing that albino fucker getting war crimed was a highlight moment.
I'm just joshing y'all. Of course that part was great. My only real issue with this game was the fucking flying.
True, I have no idea why they decided to take inspiration from Superman 64 in this one and get us to fly through rings over and over as though anyone has ever had fun doing that shit.
Superman 64 was a great game, though.
Yeah, I think we can all ignore that. Anyway, what's it going to be, boys? B tier?
Sure, B tier sounds fine to me.
All right, next is Chamber of Secrets.
Great game.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shut up, Trumpometer. Chamber of Secrets was fucking awesome. It's probably the best in the entire PC series, and it's not even close.
If by best you mean worst waste of my time, then sure.
What the fuck? Take that back right now.
I will not. This game is a massive, overrated pile of fecal matter. Half the game is just a rip-off of the first game, and the other half is boring fetch quests and repetitive nonsense.
What the fuck?
Now, come on, Donald. You know that's a load of condoms. First off, the fact that there are similarities between the two games isn't necessarily a bad thing if they can improve on those core gameplay loops, which I think they did here. And second off, we all know that you love Prisoner of Azkaban, despite that one being like a cheap, soulless copy of actual good Harry Potter games.
Now that's just absolute bullshit. Worst bullshit I've ever heard.
The 4 spells that you learn are all great, and it's rewarding as fuck to see the various parts of the castle open up to you as you learn them.
Diffindo is just a carbon copy of Incendio from the first game, while the dumbass developers didn't even let us use Wingardium Leviosa again, which was the literal best thing from that one.
Oh, you mean the awkward as shit spell that you needed to use contortions to master, and even then it worked about as well as one of your casinos.
Listen here, Ribonette, I won't take this slander.
The puzzles were awesome, and the exploration aspect was great. The castle felt much more interconnected than in the first game.
It was as interconnected as your neurons, Sleepy Joseph.
And the trading system with the other students throughout the map was wonderful. Being able to use your Birdie Bots beans as currency to acquire missing cards or ingredients for Wiggenweld potions was very well done.
We all know you like giving candy to children.
At least I don't peek into underage girls' changing rooms come Trumpster.
That's enough. I think we can all agree that the second game had a very good exploration element and that it was genuinely fun to roam around the castle at different times of the day.
No, we can't all agree. Fuck that noise. You guys' opinion on this is stupid. If I want exploration in my game, I'll play some Minecraft. It's boring as shit to backtrack everywhere, and there's like 5 different faces total, apart from the main cast. C tier.
Ronald McDonald, that's ridiculous.
If we give this game C tier, I'm leaving this call.
C tier is me being generous. In my personal time, I'd give it a D tier and wouldn't look back.
Your brain has definitively rotted from years of disuse, given that dog shit take. The game is S tier, and that's final.
S tier? Are you fucking kidding me? The only S this game represents is the word shit.
I don't know about S tier, but it's definitely better than D.
Have you guys even played this fucking game? Do you even remember those fucking anus crabs? Those things looked like they came straight out of Biden's asshole.
Oh, fuck off, Donald.
They were total AIDS at the end of the game. And I don't even want to talk about the stupid fucking snails.
The snails were fucking stupid. That is true. Whoever designed those should probably die through painful self-immolation.
Fine, whatever. A tier, then.
I agree. A tier is good.
I think you idiots are off your meds, but whatever. I don't want Joe Slumber to fall asleep again.
Then we have Prisoner of Azkaban.
Also known as the shit.
Also known as shit is what I assume you were going for.
No, discount Baraka. That is not what I was going for, actually. This game was great. It had everything. Improved graphics, amazing rewards and secret rooms, and you could finally play as someone other than the stupid nerd with the fake scar.
Harry Potter's scar is not fake.
Don't care.
It was left upon him by the Dark Lord, he who must not be
Don't care.
named,
Didn't
after
ask.
the murder of his parents. It has the shape of a lightning
care.
bolt and represents both his trauma as well as the piece of
Don't
the Dark
care.
Lord's soul that was left within him. Real Harry Potter fans know this.
I don't give a shit about Harry Plumper's backstory, but this game's fucking fire. You can ride on a hippogriff and even skate on ice. If you don't think that's awesome, it means you're old trash cans with arthritis.
How is Buckbeak any better than the Flying and Philosopher's Stone? You just go through rings all over again?
That's where you're wrong, Obama.
Shit,
and it
I mean,
shows that your
Sorcerer's
knowledge
Stone-
of these games is in fact quite lacking. Backbeak sections are great because you're flying in a gorgeous canyon with space to stretch your wings instead of a shitty Lego-looking courtyard where you constantly ram into walls like a relapsed alcoholic who's gotten his hands on a motorcycle.
It's Buckbeak, you conglomeration of inbred cells.
How the fuck do you accuse me of not knowing about the games and then go and forget one of the characters?
Shut up, morons. Backbeak isn't even a character. He's like a glorified broomstick. Anyway, easiest tier, I win you. People are malding and coping. Go fuck yourselves.
You've totally lost it, Dumbo.
Well, hang on, Barack. I don't think it's an S tier, but I do agree with Don that it's underrated. It's a charming little game where you learn some unique spells, and there's some ridiculously fun sections, like the one where you control a small dragon.
Joe's making sense for once. The dragon spell is the best spell in the Harry Potter franchise.
You mean the spell that allows you to fly a shitty little lizard for like 30 seconds at a time with the most pathetic fire breath I've ever seen, and is even easier to slam into walls than Buckbeak.
Skill issue.
Skill issue, absolutely. Don't you fucking dare insult my dragon boy.
This game is no better than a C, and you're coping beyond belief if you think otherwise.
No fucking way. Nuh-uh.
Look, Donald, I understand you like it, but it's really too short. The ending is too abrupt. The last part of the game is just filler exam content you can complete in 10 minutes, and the Dementors are underwhelming as all hell.
Skill issue?
What?
But Olama, you're forgetting one thing which I think might change your mind on this matter. The Bean bonus room.
Oh my God, who gives a shit?
Don't you put it in C?
Fine. I want to move on, so let's just put it in B, even though I think Sorcerer's Stone is at least one tier higher.
It's Philosopher's
Shut
Stone.
up, fuckface.
Fucking shit, this is gonna take ages.
What's wrong, you obese goldfish? Is your short attention span finally catching up to you?
Shut the fuck up, you piece of paper mache stretched over a skeleton. I already told you I didn't have all day. My TV program is starting soon.
What the fuck, seriously? You told us before the call you had at least half an hour.
Yeah, well, I lied, and also I just realized we forgot about the Quidditch World Cup game.
Ah, shit, he's right, Obama. What do we do?
Fuck. I guess it'll have to wait for next time, even though I wanted this to be one video.
Whatever, thanks, guys. It was a pleasure as always.
Indeed, thanks, and enjoy your program, Trump.
Yep, love you guys, bye.
See ya.
Thanks for watching, everyone.